what I'm going to ask you and all the other candidates, will you be willing to get the average people more involved in it instead of just the elitists? I've talked about plumbers, carpenters, small business people, farmers, ranchers.
I want to get everyone in the state involved in our government and in deciding what's important. As I tell people, if a bill passes I don't agree with, I will still support it because I'm for the people of our state. So I am against Step Up program, and I will continue to be so.
It's not right that you as Oklahomans have to pay more money when others are getting sweetheart deals. I put out last year what I called the 5-5-5 plan. If the state income tax is 5%, it's good enough for us, it ought to be good enough for the oil companies. And wind has gotten so many hundreds of millions of dollars worth of state money, why are they not paying their fair share?
You know, I like some of the things that Step Up does, but I don't know if you saw my op-ed in the Daily Oklahoman. I don't support the tax increase part of it. Here's the deal. In my business, I've got 25 different cost centers. And if I've got a failing cost center, I'm not just going to give that department more money until we change the leadership of that department. So we've got a problem in state government. If you look at the Department of Health, you know, every time you turn around, they're losing money, and everybody's just pointing their finger like this. Well, it's not my responsibility, it was their responsibility.
But I believe in a very open process, getting ideas and opinions from everybody. I'm not afraid to have conversations. And to a certain extent, putting a lot of things on the table to discuss, there's nothing harm in that. But I don't want to mislead anybody into think my first instinct is to raise taxes. Because I've been a part of the last 17 budgets in Oklahoma City. And there's been lots of years when we expected more revenue to come in and we have to make tough decisions, put in some hiring freezes or cut back on a program. But we've never had the type of calamity that they have at the state government level. This emergency, year after year after year, it's got to stop.
Opposed to tax increases. I have in my entire career been opposed to tax increases. I was last February when the chief executive proposed a $2 billion tax increase package. I resigned from the cabinet because of a protest of tax increases. Here's how we fix our budget. With 45 seconds to go, I'll do this as quickly as I can. Last year, Oklahoma allowed $6.7 billion in sales tax exemptions. I've been criticized for talking about that. We got to have a very stringent lens in how we look at sales tax exemptions. Is it producing jobs? Is it helping Oklahoma? If you look at our tax credits and incentives on top of the exemptions, last year was $9 billion. It's time for reform of that $9 billion. We have over 1 million people on Medicaid in Oklahoma. Out of a 4 million population, that's 25%. That's too high.